What's up, guys? I'm going to do a breakdown of the E-mini. That's October 17th, 2023. It was a pretty good day for the Bulls. This gap down was a CPI news. I think it was news. It doesn't really matter. It was a gap down. And Bulls reversed it all the way up and then made a new high and sold off. So let's get into it. Yesterday was pretty annoying. Bulls had a gap up and continuation. They got their flag and continued higher, and then we consolidated. Pretty tight range for the rest of the day. This also created a lower high double top for the Bears. Something interesting I want to point out about today. Yesterday's high is here, and I was not cognizant of this during the trading day, but I was just prepping for this review, and I noticed today's high was very close to last week's high. And I think that's important for later on in the day. There's going to be a play that I didn't take, but if I had known this, I would have taken it 100%. So yeah, this is yesterday. Gap up, continuation, and then we range. Today we have a gap down. I don't really care for the news, but when I say I don't care for the news, I mean I don't check the news numbers like, oh, what's the news numbers? But if there's news, I don't trade. I wait 3 or 4 bars after the news. And I'm not in the markets prior, probably like 10-15 minutes. So that's what I mean when I say I don't care for the news. That doesn't mean I'm in a trade during the news. I'm still not trading the news bars at all. I just don't care what the numbers say. So Bears get a gap down. This is like, I've been preaching this since the first video. These bars are gap downs, and it's important we see it like that because on the overnight chart, this is a sell-off, and it is a bear trend. So this gap down is a bear bar. And the first bar of the day is a pull bar. Not good for the Bears at all. The first bar, we gapped down below yesterday's low and above the 2 days ago high, or not high, the range, this mini range. So we're kind of stuck within this gap is what I'm trying to say. Then we get 2 reversals that open, and this is pretty important to realize because this creates a trap. I caught the low of the day because this is the first time I spotted it, so I want you guys to check it out too. So we get the gap down. First bar of the day is bad follow through for the Bears. Second bar of the day even shows Bears are not interested. However, Bears do get a reversal down on bar 3. So that's reversal 1, right? And then reversal 2 happens at a failed breakout at the low. Brooks talks about in his videos, which I recommend everyone go check out because they're amazing. This is a pattern, and it's very important we recognize 2 reversals around magnets. And I bought this high with a stop order, and I got filled on this bar. When this bar got put in, I was like, 2 reversals, let's get long. So yeah, with this gap down, hold on, I'm gonna take away this time with this EMA real quick. Okay. So the gap downs, this EMA is weighted right now because I have the first 6 bars already printed. But if we rewind to just the first bar, this EMA would be right here. So the market's extremely overstretched after a bull. Let's say we're in a downtrend, and we might mean a downtrend, but we're not right now. If we were in a downtrend with this gap, maybe they see momentum. But I think this bullish pressure yesterday kind of when it made bulls want to buy support, so they saw this as a discount, and then it could be a good candidate for the low of the day. I actually bought the midpoint of this and got stopped out and then bought again because I was fairly certain around this area was going to be the low of the day because of the reversals, because of the gap down, because of the EMA, because of the first 6 bars. This is already telling me like, hey, don't short right away. Just let the market, if I'm not going to trade, at least let it unwind to see if there's going to be a pattern for bears to keep shorting because they failed. So unless you caught this high, it's a tough trade. So first 6 bars of the day, bears get a little bit of continuation but have a failed breakout from today's low of the day. This was crazy to see. So when I saw this breakout, I just went for 2R for retracement. I went for 2R and it was met. I'm gonna change this to green so you guys can see it better. A little darker. Yeah, so I'm gonna delete the date. You guys know this is today and that was yesterday. So 2R was met You guys aren't gonna see it here, but this was a really, really nice breakout. Low of the day. Bears failed breakout. Trap bulls and bears. Bulls get trapped by thinking. I also got trapped. I thought this bar was gonna happen here, so we got trapped. Some bulls bought lower. Some bulls got hit out. Some bulls just held and got lucky. But as bulls get trapped, bears get trapped. I think this is what made this thing so juicy, because I was not expecting this kind of bar, but it makes sense when you understand what's going on behind the bars. Two traders are trapped on the same move at the same time. Bulls need to cover, and bears are like, no, we need to short higher. This is way too low to short. And bang, they get the move up. I think this does go to 3R later in the day, but I was out at 2R. I'm trying to be a little more disciplined. I'm gonna go over my trade plan with you guys this weekend, because I'm going live again starting Monday. I'm taking it slow. The accounts are ready to go. So here we go. This is a bull flag. Super strong bull flag. If you want, maybe you could do a measurement of this. Maybe like from here to here. We'll have to see if this hits. I mean, I know this one hits. I don't know if this one hits. We'll see. This is a measurement of, we'll do body to body. Body to body, R1, R2 of the breakout leg itself. And then we could do that around I guess we could do leg 1, leg 2 would be easier. So I'm going to go I'm going to do the breakout. This is about leg 1, I think. Never mind, I should have kept the fibs. We'll keep the fibs right here. Okay. So yeah, bull flag, push up, push down, bears get trapped, high 1, pull back, high 2. So this is a high 1. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Breakout makes a pull. Bulls start to take profits. That's these dojis, these wicks. We see the bull profit taking. I'm sure some bears got trapped here going short, and this creates a high 1. This is a strong trend, so in this context it was a good buy, but usually we want bears to get 2 legs, and they actually do get 2 legs. So leg 1, leg 2, this can be the high 2 to this bar if you want to count this as a high 1, or this could be your high 1. Pull, what the hell? Oh yeah, high 1, pull back, and then high 2. I might ask my mentor how she counts that, because that's interesting. But nonetheless, you should be long. It's always in long. This would be high 1, high 2, high 3, if that's even easier for you guys, because that's actually the correct count. Now I'm speaking it out. Pull back, high 1. Pull back, 2 legs down, high 2. Pull back, high 3. And they break out. Bulls break out, they get continuation, and they get another flag as they do the gap fill. This was my PT, was the gap fill. And this gap fill was also 2R of the breakout range. So I was like, you know what? The gap fill makes sense. I'm trying to be, I've reduced my size. I'm not trading the E-mini, I'm trading micros again, because I want to learn how to trade. I could never spot this trading the E-mini because I was so worried about being right. I couldn't read price action, I realized. So even today, I felt so clear taking this trade. I was like, oh my god, 2 reversals, failed breakout. This could be a good candidate for low day. And so I'm going to be sticking to the micros. You might see my P&L go down, but my bank P&L hopefully will go up next year. So bulls get the bull flag under the they close the gap and get a bull flag. Flag 1, flag 2. You see here, pull back, and let's see if it breaks out. It does break out. They're getting continuation. This is great continuation. This is interesting. I want to point something out here after this move is over. Okay, so check this out. You could have done 2R of... What the heck? Okay. So this was 2R of the breakout leg. So that also would have worked. You would have got hit to the tick. So maybe the breakout leg was the better PT because it got respected if we're working backwards, you know. This is 2R. The second R is right here. You see it was kind of hidden. I'm going to delete this too. So it's a little more clear now. I didn't mean to delete the swing lines, but it's okay. So yeah, the 2R the breakout leg worked, 3R the breakout range worked. For myself, I'm always going to do the breakout range because I'm really trying to get consistent here. So I don't want to have like, is it a breakout leg, breakout range? I'm just sticking to, when you play blackjack, are you going to hit on 16 or are you going to stay? I'm staying with the breakout range, but either one works. It's whatever works. Both got met today, but this is what I want to talk about. Why I think this was such a good trade, and I missed it because I'm trying to be. I'm not mad that I missed it, but I'm going to be a lot more wary of this type of play. So see this bar here, 3 legs up, 1, 2, 3, and the final flag fails. So that makes sense that the final flag fails. What makes sense is we also hit the measured move. The final flag failed at a measured move. So like that's 2 confluences. You see this bar? That's a rejection bar. Look at did this type of bars happen anywhere else? Now what makes this rejection so interesting to me is this. I'm pretty sure this rejection was at the last week's high. Was right here. So that means this rejection gave the daily time frame gave the bears, at least, we don't know if it's true, but it gave the bears a lower high double top bear flag type of vibe. Now, is it a bear flag? I don't know. It could be a bull flag and we rip. But I'm just saying, like, we're day traders, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying, like, if you were looking to get short and we understood this is a breakout above the weekly high after a 50-point run, like, are we really going to do that? Maybe if it was the beginning of the day and we broke out like around here, maybe if it was like consolidation and we go. But this is after like a huge run, rejection at highs, at the measure move, at the weekly resistance, at yesterday's resistance. So that's what I was talking about in the beginning of this video. Like, man, had I known this trade was there, I definitely would have stuck around. But nonetheless, they get the rejection at highs here. This is great for the bears. See if they get follow through. Getting great follow through. I'm gonna delete these measured moves since they were met, because now I want to highlight something else here. Delete that. You guys understand that. I'm gonna put the fib levels. This is the midpoint of the day. Now I'm gonna delete it. You guys see how I made it? Okay, look where. Oh my gosh, I did all that. I thought I locked it. Okay, so failed breakout by the bulls, weekly high. Big down, big up. It means we're in a range. If we're in a range, what is the magnet? The midpoint and the open. Now, is it likely we get the open tagged after this run up? I doubt these bulls are going to let the open get tagged. What's the next target for a range? Maybe it's this bar. Bears are here. Maybe it's this balance zone, which also happens to line up with the midpoint. So you guys see what I'm saying? We're testing support and resistance. We tested the resistance on the way up, and now we test support. Look at that, the biggest bar. Now we're starting to pull back. The market overshot. Midpoint is now being held as resistance. Support turn resistance. Hey, let me pause it. I'm trying to talk as fast as it's playing. So, look, we vacuumed into the midpoint, overshot, pulled back, and sold again. This is support. That arrow did not have to be that big. The midpoint was support for these bulls. Even if you don't understand it's the midpoint of the day is put in before it's the midpoint of the day. So if this is 50% of the range and machines are respecting that, then they know that this is the midpoint of the day. And we have to be forward thinking because machines are always thinking without emotions. So imagine them. So yeah, support, turn resistance for the moment. after a huge run up. Yes, this was a super strong bull leg, but it was after a big down move, so that means we're in a range. And we literally are in a range, so you can't even argue that this is not a range right here. I think the day, I wasn't here. I'm trying to trade from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time now. And I just want to see if this is going to work out for a couple months, because I lose all my money in the open. I lose all my money in this type of environment. I was like, well, 7 to 9 is where I make my most money. What if I just traded for that while I learn how to trade the rest of the day on Sim? So that's what I'm going to be doing, but I'm not going to be posting Sim trades. I only post challenge and live accounts. So if I post Sim and I don't put it in the title, all hell will break loose. So I just don't want to stay away from trading Sim accounts and posting things. But anyways, back to the price action. We had a big down move, a big up move, a big down move. The market's laced with orders, sell orders, buy orders, tight range. Don't trade if you're new here. Not to the channel, new to the markets. This is the limit order market. This is tough. This short's not bad, but are you going to short after this bull bar? If you have a limit order at the EMA, I'm not even mad at that. Even though a stop order is good, but if you short here, that's a problem, fam. So, because that's the low of the range, right? Because we've already seen bulls make 10 points. So in ranges, we short high, buy low. So that was a day. It was a really good day. CPI, I'm sure people play the news bar, made money. Then they rolled it on the way up and lost out. No, I'm just joking. And then they maybe made it on the way down. It was a good day for the Bulls and the Bears. Everyone made money. I hope you guys made money. I caught this move up here up until the gap close, and then I caught it. I actually really did like that trade though, because I was able to spot the confluences, which I shared with you guys. So hopefully you guys can start paying attention to the highs and lows of the days, because that's really important. And we'll just go over the bigger time frame, and we kind of already went over the bigger time frame, but just keep it going. So we're in a range. This is the midpoint, 50%. This is July 27th high, October 4th low. This is last week's low and last week's high. Today we tagged last week's high and sold off. Bulls had a failed breakout right here, and this creates a bear flag, double top, lower high for the Bears. This is really good for the Bears, but at the end of the day, people are still looking at this side of the chart. Sure, this is a bear flag, but we can't negate all of this. So maybe we sell down here. Maybe we find support at the 50% level of last week's range, and then we take off, or then we sell off. Let's see real quick. So that is 50% of last week's range. Hold on, let me get that dotted line. Perfecto. Okay. Then I delete it. And then I'll lock it. And then I type it. Okay, now we're all on the same page. Red and green Christmas, although we have to get to Halloween first. Halloween comes first. Anyways, so maybe the Bears want to tag the 50% level, and then we go up, and then we break down. But my mentor Rose, she's always looking at 50% levels and the types of closes. So I will also be looking at the 50% levels and the closes. Are they strong or weak? And there's a lot more intricacies to what I'm saying, but I don't have the verbiage, or I don't want to say it because I'm not proficient in it. Like, I could tell you this is a reversal. I could tell you this is a bull flag. I could tell you this is a reversal at the weekly high. But when we get into point counting, that's something I'm actively learning. So I don't want to be spreading the wrong information, because trading is hard as hell as it is. If you guys are learning things, check out the Discord in the Brook's Trader Room. Check them out. Just be like, what's up, guys? I want to learn. Can someone tell me how to get this course? Keep trading price action. Keep studying. Get the blue book. If you can't get the course, go on YouTube, and the first 20 hours of the course are just on there, on Al's page, not ripped off. He posted it for people. Please, guys, keep studying price action. It's Christmas time. We're going to get money. We're going to get sick-ass presents. It's going to be fun. Everyone have a good weekend. Turn on notifications, because I'm posting these one day later so I can work on them a little bit more and think more about the things and whatnot. So turn on notifications every day, 3 p.m. E-mini breakdowns. Have a good weekend. Or it's only Tuesday. Use your stop loss. Make some money. Bye.